Yo, what's up guys, my name is AFC Adino and today I have to show you something. As you can see, I'm level 99 and I'm really close to getting level 100. And level 100 is really nice since you'll get an increased chance of getting eggs from bosses. So think about Pokeone eggs, think about Heatran eggs, but also the starters like Snivy, those kind of mods. And it also gives you a multiplier of 2 on your PvP rewards, which is also, you basically get the double rewards on PvP, so that's also really nice. And yeah, the Elite 4 gives you 600 XP, so we'll definitely hit level 100. Usually what I'll do is I'll bring Gliscor with Sword Stance. Basically when you're doing the Elite 4 solo, it's a really good mod to actually use. Once you get it close to level 70, you can easily solo it. And level 70 is usually the level you'll get. I'm pretty sure you can do it at level 60 as well. But then you'll need the help of some other mods. There's one trainer from the Elite 4 that Gliscor cannot completely sweep, and that's the Ghost Trainer, because the Ghost Trainer has Miss Magius and it has Drifloon or Drifblim. So we have Bisharp and Weavile. One of them is enough. I just have both, and I just have Keldeo just sitting there just to make it more more of a family. Yeah, and Dragonite, obviously my HM slave. But honestly, you just need Gliscor, Bisharp, and that's going to be enough once you get higher than level 70, in my opinion. But yeah. Actually, when you're a bit lower, maybe having an extra dark type is going to be nice, since Bisharp might not be able to one-shot them. But yeah, we'll just go for it. I'm going inside and we're going to do this, boys. Getting level 100. So I usually start off with the fighting trainer. The fighting trainer. I like to start off from the right side and going to the left side. It's a bit of a routine I have implanted on myself. But yeah, let's talk to this guy. And since I'm already level 99, obviously my Gliscor won't need 3 Sword Stances. But when you are a really low level, going for the 3 Sword Stances might actually be needed to get those kills. Yeah, a Gliscor could easily Sword Stance on most members of his team. I'll just Sword Stance two times just to be sure. Make sure your Facades and Earthquakes are PP max though. Yeah, as you can see, it's just going to be a sweep, and it's mostly all the members. But against the Ghost type trainer, I'm actually going to use my Bisharp. Conkeldurr actually has Ice Punch, so you do have to be careful. That's why getting those 3 Sword Stances in the beginning is actually better when you're a bit lower level. This thing could have Sturdy, but mostly it doesn't have it. Yeah. And now Throw comes in. Just knock him out. Yeah, oh, his Focus Band actually activates. And he goes for the payback. It's all good though. But yeah, you can go through this pretty quickly on your own. There are obviously faster ways to do this when you are in a group. But I mainly have done this solo. And just using Gliscor. Gliscor is actually a really good mod to have against a lot of bosses. When you're doing the White Forest, for example, or the Black Tower, Gliscor is actually going to be really nice, since it never really gets low. Because of the poisoning, you can always roast. And it can also not get status, so you cannot get frozen, you cannot get burned, those kind of things. Yeah, now we're battling against Psychic type trainer. So, by the way, the Elite 4 does not always lead with the same mods. often changes. But Gliscor still is able to set up against most things. For this, by the way, you could also just use your Dark type, Weavile, for example, or the Bisharp. They should one-shot most of them. But when you're about level 60, I don't think you actually kill things like Metagross. Yeah, we'll just go like this again. Just knock them all out. Musharna is actually completely free setup since its only attack is Charge Beam. It does have Dream Eater and Hypnosis. But when you have the Poison Orb, that doesn't really matter. When you're using Bisharp, by the way, Alakazam is going to be faster unless you get like a really high level. Yeah, Metagross is just tanky when you're using Bisharp or Weavile, and it has Bullet Punch, so be careful when using Weavile. But other than that, this one is also not that difficult. Like you can just go with like a Choice Band and spam knockoff. But when you're using Bisharp, you have to Sucker Punch the Alakazam because it's going to outspeed you. So those are two trainers. And usually when I'm going back from school or something and I'm sitting in a train, you can easily do this in like 5 to 10 minutes. On your phone, for example. And doing the Elite Four every day is actually really important because that gets you closer to that level 100, which you really want. This is the Dark type trainer. You can also solo it with Gliscor. You could also use a fighting type like Keldeo here. A fighting type should be able to run through this as well. Yeah, once Gliscor is about the same level as your opponents, you don't really have to worry about anything. And even against the champion, I can just use Gliscor even though it has a Lapras. It's better to get to +3 against the champion though, against Alder. When you're low level, Gliscor can actually not really set up against cannot really set up against the Hydreigon from Iris if Iris is the champion of that day, because Draco Meteor could blow Gliscor back. So when you're about level 60 or something, if you're higher than 70, you should be able to live it. Then maybe you need to Roost, because it usually goes for Draco on the first turn if you're battling Iris. Yeah, as you can see, it's just using Gliscor. And Gliscor also never dies in the Black Tower or the White Forest. I have actually multiple Gliscors, which makes it easier for me. Never having to go back to Nurse Joy. Yeah, this is now the last one. I do lead with Weavile here because Bisharp could easy. The reason I have two Dark types, by the way, is because this trainer has a I believe this trainer has a Gengar with Cursed Body, and it also has a Chandelure with Flamethrower, Flame Body. But yeah, other than that, you should be able to just spam knockoff with Weavile. I use Black Glasses on Bisharp here. You could go with Life Orb or Choice Band, but Life Orb makes it so that you take damage every time. Be careful with Golurk though. Golurk is often able to live a hit, but the other ones are pretty easy to kill. The flying gem. So here comes the Gengar, and Gengar could have Curse Body, meaning that I have to switch out if I'm Choice Banded, of course. He doesn't proc it here, so I can just stay in with Weavile. And yeah, Miss Maggie is one of the reasons, and Drifblim as well, why you can't use can't sweep with Gliscor, because Miss Maggie has Levitate and Drifblim is a flying type, so they are immune to Earthquake, and they are also immune to Facade because they are Ghost type. Now Cofagrigus comes in, and yeah. If you have Sword Stance on your Bisharp, by the way, you could also Sword Stance on the first Pokemon if it's, for example, if you're facing Frostlass or Cofagrigus, since they don't have super effective hits on you. But yeah, now it's we're going up against the champion. And after that battle, guys, I'm getting level 100 finally. Like, I started off really well, but then I kind of quit playing this game. Then I came a bit back, but I didn't really do it. And recently I started doing the Pokemon League every day again, because getting 600 XP is nice. If you just want to chill and still go for the level 100, you can do the Pokemon League, do Charon after. You could do Cynthia, and then you could do the Ghost Girl or the Cresselia Girl next to Nimbasa, and you can beat Rusty as well. Those are the trainers you can just walk directly towards, so not having to use repels or anything, or having to walk a lot or taking a lot of time. But other than that, you could also just do Reshiram, Zekrom, Kyurem. They also give pretty nice XP, and I actually recently found out, I think they have changed it, because the White Forest now gives 300 XP, and that's a lot, considering you can easily sweep through it with Gliscor. But I believe before it was 50 or 100 XP, but they've changed it, and the Black Tower actually gives 250 XP, which you could also kind of sweep through with Gliscor. But yeah, make sure you're at +3 here, because Lapras could one-shot you. I believe it has Frost Breath as well, which always crits. So if you really want to grind for the level 100, doing the Pokemon League, the Black Tower, and the White Forest is going to get you a long way. And obviously I do it faster when I'm not talking, but I think it's still pretty fast doing it with Gliscor when you're doing it solo. But when you're doing it in a party, obviously you kill multiple Pokemon at the same time, which means you are going to do it faster. But I also like to just go at my own pace, basically. Yeah, we knocked it out, and let's see. We are level 100, boys. Oh, and we're playing against Alder. I got 476. That was the XP I needed for level 100, but you usually get 600 XP. So it's definitely worth doing it. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If you guys want some kind of a routine, I can kind of show you. I'm not going to do it right now, but I could tell you what you could basically do. So I just walk out of here. So after you do the Pokemon League, you could take on Charon, which Gliscor also solos. Could go to Charon, beat him, and then let me see. Then you could take on Cynthia and Undula Town. You could also solo it with Gliscor. Obviously, you could go to, after the Orch, you could go to the Marvelous Bridge. If you have unlocked the Ghost, you need the Lunar Wing for that. You can knock him out. And then basically do Rusty and Castelia City, and those are the trainers you can just instantly walk towards. Also make sure to do N here at the Ferris wheel every Friday, also giving 200 something XP, really nice. I usually don't do full Corona and Heatran because it just takes too much effort for... full Corona only gives 50 XP, I believe, and Heatran gives 100 XP, which could be nice. If the Magma Stone is somewhere here, or in the desert, inside the desert resort, and full Corona is there as well, then you could obviously go do that together. But other than that, I don't really do full Corona and Heatran. And sometimes I do Kyurem at Lacunosa Town, and obviously Zekrom and Dark Spiral Tower, and Reshiram. Reshiram in Nimbasa doesn't take any repel, so you could do it. If you are doing Zekrom, you could use a normal repel once to just get to the place. If you have strength, then one repel is enough. Whenever I do Kyurem, I usually don't use a repel, so I encounter a lot of Pokemon. Yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, we have the level 100, and as you can see, when I go to rewards, the multiplier is at 2, so getting double the PvP rewards are really nice. But I hope this video was kind of somewhat helpful to you. I just wanted to show off my level 100, don't mind me. But yeah, if you have anything to say, leave a comment down below. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do make a lot of PvP content for Pokemon, and also hit the like button on this video and congratulate me for getting that level 100 finally. Because I'm actually not going to show my trainer card, obviously not wanting to show how many times I have fainted. But yeah, peace out guys, and I hope to see you in the next video.